Good morning, everyone. This is Edward, your professor of Farmtown. Today we're going to look at harvesting your crops on layered farms. Now, as you can see, I already harvested most of the crops on this farm. I figured you didn't need to watch me harvest all of them. I do have 3 layers here. I'm going to go ahead and finish harvesting this farm. You can hire someone to harvest your farm, or you can do it yourself. Either way, it works the same as if you're not layering your farms. And what you need to do between the layers of this to get the other layer that's underneath this, which I planted all 24-hour crops here, 3 layers of them, so they're all ready. So we don't have any delays there. But all you do is you need to, well, I'm going to refresh so that my avatar is done. You don't have to wait for your avatar to finish it all. If you refresh it, it jumps right to the finished job. Okay. So as you see, it's all harvested. What you need to do is you need to delete or clear. I use the 4x4. You can use whatever size plow you want. But you need to just clear your crops away or your fields away. So that way the next layer will show. As you can see, it's not showing yet. What you'll see is all green or whatever your base farm is, whether it be plain dirt or snow. And I do hope you guys have learned something from my tutorials. I hope they've been helpful. My trackpad is acting up a little bit here today. Keeps wanting to zoom in. Now I have all my buildings and trees hidden on here because I do have crops underneath the trees, and it's easier to harvest without the fences and buildings in the way. And to do that, in case you're not unfamiliar with it by now, you go up here to the tool icon. It looks like a little wrench, and you click on that, and you'll see here where nothing's checked here where it says show something, because I don't want anything to show, so it's unchecked. Alrighty then. Just refresh that page and your next layer of crops should come up. Now keep track of what crop you're on and how many you planted, how many layers you planted, because it's a pain. It's not a pain, but you know, why would you want to have to do more work than you need to? So if you accidentally start clearing out your plowed fields on your last level, then you end up having to redo them all. So this is my next one. Potatoes here. So as you see, they magically appeared when you refresh. The next layer comes up. Now I do have one more layer underneath this one. Now I said before, you don't want to do more than 5 or 6 layers. I find that if you do more than that, sometimes the seeds don't take on a layer, and whatever you planted underneath it might show through. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, you got to be more careful how you harvest and stuff when you get down to the last layer, especially if you're doing overlapped fields. You want to just be careful that you don't start deleting your fields for that last layer. And if that happens, what you do is you just go ahead and plow everything or harvest everything and then plow it and then refresh. And if you see any fields that have not taken the plow, you know, it still shows harvested, there's probably crops underneath there, so you need to just delete those fields that won't plow and refresh, and whatever's underneath there will pop through. Now I finished this one. I'm going to refresh and clear that. Now to show you what I was talking about, let's say I wasn't sure if this was my last layer or not. But I figured if I had started deleting this stuff, then, I would have to redo it if there was a layer underneath there. So what you do is you just go ahead and plow a section of the field that's harvested and refresh. Or go to a different farm and come back to it. It's not quite the same as refreshing the game, but it still does it. Now you notice here that where I plowed at, it's no longer plowed. It just shows as being a plain field. That means there's a crop underneath there still. So go ahead and delete those. And I'll just do this one section here so you don't need to watch me do the whole farm again. Go ahead and refresh. And there's my last layer of crops, which is strawberries, I mean. And then harvest those. What we'll do here, see these 4 down here? I'm going to go ahead and harvest those too. Refresh again just to speed it up a little bit here. And so you can't, oh gosh, what did I do already? I can't remember what needs to be cleared or not cleared. So what we'll do is we'll plow. Because like I said, I only harvested part of that last layer there. And I can't remember what area wasn't harvested. I don't want to delete all this and then have to re-plow it all. So I'll just plow it. Okay, now all this whole area I plowed. Now I'm going to refresh again. And notice how I had some stuff up here I plowed and this whole area down here I plowed, but only some of it's showing plowed now. That's where there's nothing underneath there. So now I can say, okay, well, I know that there's stuff underneath here, so I'll just clear out these sections that are still showing as harvested field. So I'll carefully delete the ones around here. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I accidentally did that one, so that one's going to be gone. Let's see. Window. Okay. If you notice up here, I have some things that I didn't crop yet, or I didn't harvest, that I missed on the last pass. Now I went down to a single bulldozer around the area that I plowed because I don't want to accidentally delete more fields there. So I'm purposely doing things to show you all the different variations of what might happen on your while you're layering, so you can see how to solve those problems. Or of course, I did accidentally delete one of the plowed fields below, and I didn't see that one corner where I didn't harvest the crops yet. Okay, so what we have here, you see, over here I didn't hire those. So we're going to go ahead and refresh. I could just go ahead and harvest those now, but I want to. Okay, so now we got the farm back, and notice here, you can see where, there I go, there's the one that I accidentally deleted, it's plain grass. And gee, that's potato field, that was my last one, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest those, because it's poking through, I'll say. So I'll take the harvester, and I'll just harvest those. And then once they're harvested, I'll just go ahead and go and delete just those. And refresh. And then, oh, there's the strawberry level. So I got that all set there now. So now I'm just going to go ahead and harvest the last of the strawberries here. Now it's no big deal on this one if you delete the fields, because a single layer of crops like this isn't that difficult to just replot it if you accidentally delete anything that you want to plow. But if you're doing overlap farms, which is on another tutorial, if you delete one of those, it sort of screws up the whole overlapping thing, because then you have to delete that whole row. You don't have to delete the whole farm, just you have to just the row that one field's on. Open up 3 windows, relayer it basically. Okay, I think I got everything, so refresh again. And that's it. Now you just finish plowing and repairing, like I'll replace that one there. But just finish plowing the rest of it, and if there's no, and if the plow takes everything, you didn't miss anything. And that's it. And then you just go ahead and plant it as usual. It's not that difficult. You're doing 3 farms at once, so it's a little bit time consuming, but still faster than doing 3 separate farms itself. So happy farming, and I hope that helped you. Thank you.